Welcome back to WWEKhanToolz, and here it is. This is the WrestleMania 31 match cards. First of all, I want to apologize for not making many videos for the last, how long has it been? 2 weeks now? Yeah, it's been nearly 2 weeks. I've actually made a single video. I apologize. I do have a lot of things going on here and there. Actually might make a special announcement, a special update on how long I might be away because I do plan on taking a huge break off YouTube. Not like anything like last year, because last year was just too much. It was about 3 months that I actually made a huge break. But I actually might. I think I was still plan on making videos once a week, or maybe even twice a week, but not as frequent as I used to, because I do have a lot of things going on. Maybe having some exams and stuff like that. So it's gonna be really stressful. But I think you guys are gonna have to be a bit patient on me. I think it took me quite some time to actually make these match cards for WrestleMania 31. I actually didn't want to do Fastlane. It's too predictable, as you guys might be. You guys might have the knowledge to have that thing that, yeah, Fastlane is just going to be a bit too predictable. Anyway, let's move on. WrestleMania 31 match card. This is that time of year that we get so excited. It's WrestleMania, and I think this year is going to be a bit better than last year. I think last year wasn't many good matches. I thought the results were good. Like Brock Lesnar and Daniel Bryan, and a lot of other people like Randy Orton. But I think this year is going to be a lot better. I think it's definitely going to be better than 29. But here they are. You might notice that these match cards, I've took them to another level. I've took them, more detailed, and so I hope you like them. It took me a long time to actually make these match cards, so I do appreciate you guys, liking my videos and subscribing if you're new, and also leaving a comment down below. But let me know how it is and how you might want me to change it. But here they are. Let's start off with match number one. I want to start off with this match card. Now, this match card, don't worry, it's not very professional, because this is actually a match card that my little brother actually made. His 7-year-old brother. He actually really wanted to put this match card, or he really wanted me to put it in this video. So here it is. He's gonna be very excited. But he thinks that it's gonna be Sting versus the Game Triple H, and personally, I agree with him. He's a big fan of Sting, even though he hasn't even seen him much. But he wants this match to happen. He is a big fan of WWE, just like me. But yeah, he personally thinks that it's going to be Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania. So yeah, I definitely agree with him. And anyway, let's start off with my match cards. Match number one, The Miz versus Mizdow. Now, we have seen that knowledge that definitely we're going to pretty much see Mizdow turn face, turn on his partner, The Miz, make it into a match at WrestleMania, and put that, run as a face in line. So that's what's gonna happen. I think Miz versus Mizdow would be a good, entertaining match. I think they're gonna have to find out a way how to make this a bit funny, how to make this a bit entertaining. But I'm sure they could make a way to make this more of a wrestling match. But yeah, that's what I think. Miz versus Mizdow should be a good match to watch at WrestleMania. Match number two, Rusev versus John Cena. Now, we have seen this video. We're probably gonna see this at Fastlane, because it's for the US Championship. But I think no matter what happens, it's gonna happen again at WrestleMania. Rusev versus Cena for the US Championship. I think there's gonna be a huge chance of Cena actually winning the US Championship. But doesn't really suit him, as he is the face of the company. So we are gonna have to find out, what's gonna happen at WrestleMania, how they're gonna make this match more interesting. Because right now it just looks a bit, yeah, it looks really dull right now. Because I think we've seen that brawl at the stage on Raw, this past Raw, Cena versus Rusev stage, and with that injured eye, it looked very dull. It looked very predictable. It looked very boring. So they're gonna have to find a way, probably make it as a no holds barred match, or a street fight match, or a tables match, anything like that, to make it more interesting. So that's what I think should happen. Match number three, let's get on with the Intercontinental Championship, Wade Barrett versus Dean Ambrose. Now, I think this is definitely going to happen. I think this is going to be a great match to watch. I think that Dean Ambrose, I think that he was probably assumed to actually win the Rumble this year, but then, I think he is the biggest person to actually have that early push. I think he is having that early push, so that's what I think should happen. I think for now, Dean Ambrose should win the IC championship against Dean Ambrose against Wade Barrett, and probably next year possibly have that main event push. So that's what I think will probably happen. But it's a bit of a shame because we're seeing one hand Seth Rollins being the money in the bank, briefcasing as the future of the company. The other hand, we're seeing, we're seeing Roman Reigns main eventing this year's WrestleMania. Whether if it's him or Daniel Bryan doesn't really matter, but he actually won the Rumble this year, and he's having an early push. And now we have Dean Ambrose not really being in that same line, but actually taking it slowly, because I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. I think that people really like him because I really like him. I think personally he's one of my favorite right now currently. So Dean Ambrose, I think, should probably win this match, and probably by next year should probably main event WrestleMania. So that's what I think should happen. Match number, I think, what match is it right now? Match number 4. Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. Now, I think Randy Orton's going to make his return very soon, in a couple of weeks, probably even 2 weeks, probably the night after Fastlane, and issue a challenge against Seth Rollins in a street fight match, because we've seen enough matches, we've seen enough single matches between Orton and Seth. I think this time, on the biggest event of the year, make it into a no DQ. And what I mean by that is a street fight match. So that's what I think should happen. Yeah, Orton versus Seth. Then we got match number 5. We got Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, I'm going to get a lot of comments down below saying that, nope, it should be Daniel Bryan versus Reigns versus Lesnar. Because if you guys don't know already, if you don't want to hear the spoilers, don't watch this video. Please leave right now, because I'm about to put all the spoilers out. I'm about to spoil the whole main event of WrestleMania right now. So yeah, get out of this video right now. But anyway, yeah. So now they're gone. I think it's spoiling. I think that Vince McMahon's actually held a meeting this past weekend saying that it's going to be Daniel Bryan versus Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the championship, because now Vince is actually listening to the audience, listening to the universe, and he's saying that it's going to happen twice in a row: Daniel Bryan, Reigns, and Lesnar in a triple threat match. So yeah, there you got it. But yeah, I think that this match should happen. These are my predictions. This is what I want to happen: Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler. If this match happens, this would be a dream match. Like it's like Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. Like Randy Orton versus Taker. Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho. So many people just like that. Now, Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler. I think Daniel Bryan should really main event WrestleMania. I mean, he is a great superstar. He is one of the biggest stars in the company so far. But really, I think for now, he should probably face someone like Dolph Ziggler and have a friendly feud with him, especially at WrestleMania, and make one epic match, because a triple threat match would be a bit too much. I don't think the universe is going to enjoy this main event. But this main event, Bryan and Dolph Ziggler would be great for the universe to watch. Where are we right now? Okay, so anyway, now we got match number 6. Sting versus the Game Triple H. Yep, I agree with my little brother. I agree with all of you guys out there, because Sting has already accepted the challenge of meeting with the Game next Sunday at Fastlane. So I think it should happen. I think they're going to come to a term where it'll be Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania. I'm not really sure like how this is actually going to happen. I mean, I'm not really sure if it's going to be good or not, because Sting is like 10 years older than Triple H. We haven't really seen Sting wrestle for quite some time, so you might want to have to go back and actually watch some of his TNA matches, probably his latest match with TNA, and see how he is right then. Is he in good shape? Is he physical? Is he physical enough to actually have an epic match with Triple H? We don't really know, but it looks great. It's like Rock versus Cena. It's like Taker versus Punk. It's like Taker versus Lesnar. We got Sting versus Triple H. It should be a good match. Yeah, I hope nothing but the best for these two. I think it probably should be Sting beating Triple H, but because because he always loses. But anyway, yeah, Sting versus Game. That's what's gonna happen. There we go. Match number 7. Bray Wyatt versus the Phenom, the Undertaker. Now, we've got so many teasers, we've got so many promos. I've got so much to say about this match now. We got week after week after week, we got promos of Bray Wyatt backstage talking about the living and the dead, about someone rising up. And he's also, I mean, it's not, the fact is that the WWE.com is actually saying that who is he talking to? Who is this mystery man he's actually, mentioning? A lot of sources say that it's Taker, definitely Taker, because he talks about the living and the dead. And the fact is, Bray Wyatt this past Raw even said to this guy, find me. He kept saying, find me, find me. So I think it comes to a term the night after Fastlane, the dead man shows up, issues that challenge, and makes it into his final WrestleMania match. Now, a lot of sources, on the other hand, are saying that we've seen recent photos of the of the Phenom in an airport with a white beard, and looks skinny, and he looks in bad shape. Basically, he looks completely awful. It looked as though he's in his 60s. It looked as though that he couldn't even walk with his own 2 feet, legs, whatever. So it looks bad right now. I think that probably Taker, we have no idea if he's been to the gym. We have no idea if he's actually been lifting weights or anything like that, or if he's in better shape by now. We have no idea what's happening right now. But I hope it all goes well for an epic match with Bray Wyatt. I think Bray Wyatt is the true rising star of the WWE. I mean, if you look at his age, nearly not even 30 right now, he is probably a future champion. But I think he could be a future face of the company as well. So Wyatt versus Taker. I think if Wyatt wins this match, it will be a huge effect for him. So yeah, I think this match is going to be good, and I can't wait for it. Last but not least, the critic match of all time right now, WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now, this match, I think, if we rewind back, about a month ago, we saw a crowd in the Philadelphia booing the heck out of Roman Reigns. It was not because of Reigns, having a bad match against Lesnar at WrestleMania. It's the fact that the crowd just don't want this match to happen. They just don't want Reigns versus Lesnar, because if it happens, we'll see Reigns defeating Lesnar, and the fact that him beating Lesnar at WrestleMania will have no harm on Lesnar beating the Phenom last year, because now that pretty much analyzes the fact that Reigns is better than the Taker, than Bryan, than Lesnar, and even John Cena. We have that analysis that Reigns is the next face of the company. We don't want that. But on the other hand, this match will not be too bad. This match will not be bad at all. I think this match is going to be a great match. It's just the fact that no one really wants it to happen. I mean, if it would happen at SummerSlam or Survivor Series or Rumble or even on Raw or something like that, just not WrestleMania. Because if that happens, then Brock Lesnar's going to lose. He's going to lose. We're going to pretty much questioning the fact that where is the beast incarnate? Where is the beast? Where is Brock Lesnar? That is the question, and that is the situation that the crowd and the universe is going to be, because I think Reigns is going to beat Lesnar. I think Reigns will be the next WWE champion. As long as the fact if they don't change it into a triple threat match or something like that, or a fatal 4-way or anything like that to make a new winner. But I think the fact that Reigns and Bryan is made up so that they can, win the crowd, then they can make Reigns win the crowd and beat Bryan and go on to headline WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, beat Brock Lesnar, beat the next face of the company, and we have no idea what's going to happen then. But so far, WrestleMania doesn't really look that good in shape. It doesn't really look very good. But now, I think after this video, I think you guys can probably see the whole image, the whole reflection of what's going to happen and how is it going to be sorting out every week after week after week. But I think it's all going to go sorted out after the Fastlane after the Fastlane pay-per-view. The night after Fastlane, we'll see more matches confirmed. But anyway, for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. So be sure to comment down below, like this video, and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.